absolutely perfect. And I've got those 360-degree views all the way around. Hello, and here we are again on another landscape photography mission. Things have not been going quite right for me recently. I've got a few good pictures here and there. It's just been a real challenge. So I'm hoping to hit the reset button today and make things right. This kind of period can't last. It's got to come good eventually, and I'm hoping today will be the day. I'm off to the Lake District again to reset, and I'm going to a place near Keswick that overlooks Derwent Water. And I'm going to climb up Waller Crag and try and pick out a really nice composition from up there for the sunset. The weather's looking like it might develop quite nicely. It's late in the day already, but these long days really let you make the most of it landscape photography wise. So that's the plan. I've got a drive ahead of me, so let's go. Right, I've arrived, and as you can see, the weather is absolutely beautiful. It is quite a steep climb at the start of this walk, so I have to find a little bit of fitness, get up out of these trees and get to a place where I've got a nice view of Derwent Water. Some beautiful clouds in the sky though. A little bit windy, but not too bad. It's going to be windier up on top, but so far things are looking really, really good. I just don't want to miss any opportunities up there at the top, so I need to get a bit of a march on. Let's go. Right, so far, so good I think. I've just stopped for my first shot. You can see the camera just here, and it's of this scene behind me. I'm happy with the little composition that I've got, and it's using some of these yellow flowers. I'm sorry, I don't know what they're called. If you could let me know, that'd be great, because I see these flowers all the time, but they are forming a nice leading line with the path as well into the vista behind me. It's not the perfect conditions though, because the sun is right high in the sky in the shot still, but I'm not willing to wait around until it goes behind the trees, which are just here, because I'll be wasting too much time and I want to get to the top for the big shot that I've got planned for the day. So I'm just going to have to make the most of it and bracket. The dynamic range though is massive, so I've gone for a 3-stop bracket either side. So I'm really reducing the exposure at the bottom end there so the sun is not blown out. I'm at about 24 millimeters, maybe a little bit more, just to get the composition right with these beautiful flowers leading you in, and then the Derwent Water in the background and the mountains behind that. And there is some really nice, interesting clouds in the sky. So I'm happy with the little composition. It's not going to be an award-winning shot or anything like that, I don't think. But for a nice little shot that's stopped me from climbing this very steep hill momentarily, I think it's going to be pretty good. With some of the troubles I've been having recently, it's why I've come back to the Lake District today, because coming back to somewhere you know and love like this is a really good way to reset. If you're having creative difficulties, even technical difficulties, getting up a mountain, taking some landscape photography is what I need. Hard work though. I said a long time ago on one of these vlogs that I need to get fit, and I haven't yet, despite all the number of mountains I've climbed. Too much time sat at a computer, clicking a mouse in Lightroom. So I'm at the top of Waller Crag. It's a Sunday evening in the Lake District and I've got the whole place to myself. Absolutely perfect. And I've got those 360-degree views all the way around. Being careful to not fall off the crag. Stunning place. I'm going to spin back around this way so you can see the view over Derwent Water. The clouds are looking absolutely brilliant. The sun's coming down. I've probably got about half an hour left before the sun goes behind the mountains, and I'm excited about what I'm going to get. Look at that view. Look at that light. Absolutely amazing, and I love it. Again, the feeling of well-being is there. It's so special. Absolutely incredible. Right, I think I've got my composition. I'm trying to use a little bit of the crag that's at the top here to put a little bit of foreground interest, because you can see that sunlight is starting to come absolutely beautiful now, and when that strikes the rock, that golden light on those crags will really put some extra interest into that foreground. I've then got the lake itself acting as a bit of a leading line into the image here, so you can see Derwent Water. You've then got the mountains in the background, and you can see the town of Keswick in the shot as well. The shot's hinging on having some really beautiful colour in the sky, and I think at the moment I'm going to get that. It's pretty exciting. It's tentative. It's just all dependent on the weather, like I said, and I really, really don't want aeroplane contrails in this shot. And there are some high up in the frame at the moment. They're dissipating. I'm hoping another plane won't come over, but that will really detract from the image, and I don't want them in there. This could be a really special image if it comes off. It's looking really good. The sun is probably about 10 minutes away from going down behind the mountain there, and it's exciting. You can see the camera just set up there waiting for that shot. Settings wise, I'm bracketing again. Just to be safe, I don't think I'm going to need to when the sun just starts to go below that mountain, but I am doing so just to be safe. I've got the 6-stop filter on there with an f-stop of about 16. So I want to just lengthen that exposure just a little bit to around 15 to 30 seconds, just to introduce a little bit more movement in the clouds. The clouds are looking really, really good at the moment, so that little bit of extra exposure time will increase them, capture and maximize the color in the shot as well, and smooth out the minor movements you can see in the lakes as well. So I haven't got a polarizer on there or anything like that, but I'm excited for this shot. I played around with a couple of compositions. I tried one without any foreground interest and it didn't work quite as well, but it was clean, but it didn't work as well. So I've just put a little bit of that crag in the foreground, and I think that's going to work really well. So I'm just going to sit here, enjoy being up here. The wind's starting to die down. It's pretty special. I'm having a very, very good time. There's nowhere I'd rather be right now. There's a few people I'd like to have up here with me, but there's nowhere else in the world right at this second that I'd rather be, and this is why I love landscape photography. So this is the moment. The sun is about to go behind the mountain. There's also a thin layer of cloud as well. I think I'm going to lose the sun behind that any minute. I always get nervous at this point in time because I don't want to miss my opportunity, so I just keep shooting at those bracketed shots to make sure I capture that sunset, because when you're in this position and you have light like this and the sun working for you like this, you don't want to miss it. So just keep shooting. There's no harm in it, because you've composed and you're just trying to capture the perfect moment. And I just do that by keeping shooting because I get nervous. I don't want to miss the opportunity. I know I just said that, but I'm nervous and I don't want to miss the opportunity. Okay, I've captured the shots. There is a bit of colour developing in the sky. I'm going to try and make the most of that with a nice time lapse towards the end, and then I might shoot another image from a slightly different location if that sky fills up with colour, which it very possibly might do. I'm then going to have a little walk back down in the dark, and that should be fun as well. Not too far from the car, so it's not too bad. I've had such a good evening. It's days like today that make landscape photography all worth it. I've pushed through the challenges that I've had on the last couple of shoots, and it's come good today, and I've captured a couple of really nice shots that I'm very happy with. A couple of good time lapses as well, and I just love the Lake District. Such a special place in my heart, and I'm going to keep coming back here again and again. I've got some other stuff coming up on the channel as well, but I hope you enjoyed the video. I've had a great time. I hope you have as well. Please leave a comment down below and let me know what you think. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. I'm getting out more and more and more, and hopefully you can see these vlogs getting better. That's the intention anyway. I've no intention to stop. I'm just going to try and keep improving them, and I'll be honoured if you would come along with me. Anyway, I'll see you on another video very soon. I'm Adam, and I'm going to stand up for this bit. As always, this is First Man Photography in the Lake District with those amazing views. Out.